Single like me, yes, big body gal, big body gal, like can swing big body gal. Them a thing like so come, well up you and you have a big town bottom.
10 ton, 5 ton, 50 ton.
Big body girl.
Body girl. We don't mind the big bottom from the real. Right, the respecter.
And then real.
And them don't mind that from its real, not
And
we.
then round and solid.
Round and solid and all these things. I hear you. The real thing. Man, I'm telling
Yes,
you,
yes, yes.
welcome back to another edition of Reasoning Thursdays. Each and every Thursday, right here on the Powerhouse Radio. If you receive the link, definitely share it. Man, I'm telling you, a whole bunch of stuff, whole bunch of things going on. Man, oh man, so much. But we're gonna talk about election, Jamaica elections. We're gonna talk about the Marleys, and we're gonna talk about Morgan Heritage. Yes, sending our condolences out to the Heritage family on the passing of Peter Morgan. I'm the lead singer for the Morgan Heritage crew. Queen have some things for us because you know what, Lady D and the Respect has not been on top of things, but that's why her name is Queen, because she's the queen of all queens, and she stays on top of things. You understand? So, Queen, while
Well,
I move locations, um,
yeah.
we I'm gonna try to give me about two. You and the respecter can go on and reason. I'll jump in. I'll jump right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You all go on and
Well,
do
I'm
it.
only touching on one. Good night, ladies and gents. Thanks again for another week. There's been so much going on, so much anxiety, so much stress, so much. But we're gonna dive into it. We have a lot of stuff going on in Jamaica with this election. All kind of things coming out, and we can discuss that. Also, Trump. hmm, I'm wondering what is going on. People seeing it. I guess it's the same thing going on with the election in Jamaica, because right now he won another state, Illinois.
Queen.
Queen, I'm not sure why we're not hearing you, Queen.
Yeah, Queen gone. She disappear. You
She disappeared.
see what I go on? You see
I didn't even get to make it up the step and she disappeared.
every
Okay, that's something that.
every time you mention Trump, man, things happen.
I don't
Baby,
know. I don't
yeah,
know.
let's keep over Trump. Don't
Okay,
mention Trump no more.
I'm re-entering again. I'm re-entering. Can y'all hear me now?
We hear
You
Yeah,
you.
still
yeah,
can
yeah.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to re-enter. Can I just so? But there's an echo.
Because you have two devices that I'm showing on, Queens. I don't know which device you're using. What?
So let me log out totally and then log back in.
Yeah, because you have
All
two
right.
devices I'm showing going
Okay.
on over here.
This is crazy.
More that
It's
it
like
might get
twice
the
leave. Let me clear this. So you clear this thing.
Get it together, lady.
together, lady. Well, I'm
Queen
telling
up
you, lots of things. In the meantime,
in the
Morgan
meantime.
Heritage, we want to send our condolences out to the Heritage family, the Morgan Heritage family, and on the passing of Peter. Um, and it's a sad thing, man. I'm telling you, this month has been a crazy month. And maybe because it's the leap year, I don't know, but it has been a crazy month for lots of families that are going through it. So for anyone that's lost a loved one or is in grief, we
Our
just
condolences.
want to send, yeah, but definitely want to send our love and our prayers go out to you. Bless up yourself, Don. Don said, "Blessed love to all."
Let's up done.
Yeah, so we definitely want to send our condolences. I'm gonna touch something that I saw, and I'm not gonna call his name, but he used to be a manager. Well, I guess he's still managing some artists and things like that. So I saw where he posted on Facebook stating that where come on, Queen, because I need you to talk in this as well. I I saw where he posted on Facebook. He put a question about persons whom are posting Peter Morgan picture left and right on social media. And I'm trying to find the exact post because I don't want to fib on anybody, you know. So I like to make sure that I'm reading it exactly how they wrote it, and then and give my comments as to what I said in the chat. Okay. So the person, no, that's not him. Um, Queen, you're back. Let me see here.
No.
Queen, you're back. Uh,
We not.
Queen, you're back.
They still can't. They
Yeah,
still
we
can't
can
hear me.
hear you. We can hear you.
You can hear me now. Okay.
Yeah, we can
All
hear you.
right.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Sorry about that.
No,
I
that's
don't know.
absolutely
I
no.
don't know what happened, but anyway, we was talking about Trump and his shenanigans.
No, you're back, but I was going to address. All right, well, go ahead and talk about the Trump, and then I'm going to address the comment. Well, yeah,
Just finish your comment, lady.
a comment that was.
Did you get out of that environment first of all?
No, no, no. I'm still in the inside of the environment. But
Well, you need to get out of the environment.
yeah, I'm gonna get out of it in just a millimeter.
Yeah.
But
The Spectre and I can start talking about Trump while you get out the environment,
all
and
right.
then you can, do the one that you was gonna do. Right,
Okay. Cool.
Spectre? The Respecter?
Cool. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
There you
No.
do the done
What
now.
I'm.
All right. You all go
Mhm.
ahead and I'll
What I.
go ahead.
Mhm. What I was thinking, I was saying is that even though the judge in Illinois decided that they were gonna block him, but at the same time they sort of is like giving him lenience because they're waiting to see if the lawyers, his lawyers, are gonna come up with some whatever they're gonna come up with. So even though it's not fully blocked, put it that way. What do you think about that, Spectre? The
I'm really
Respecter?
not even. I'm be honest with you. I'm really not even concerned about it because it's so much bull crap. It's so much unfairness. It's so much one-sided bias behavior going on. It just hit my guts to see that he's getting away with so much stuff, and people who treat
Well,
us,
they're trying because the judge denied
they
request for the 407 million, bond that he wanted.
they are they
He
are.
denied it, so at least they're trying.
Who you who you
But
talking about? Biden or
uh,
Trump? You talking about Biden
I'm
or
talking
Trump?
about Trump, not Biden. Trump. You
What
remember
money?
he was charged. Remember the other day when they found him guilty and all
No,
them millions of dollars he had to
they
pay
trying to
out.
reduce the amount. They're trying to reduce the
Well,
amount.
he was trying to reduce it because he was saying he had to sell assets. Some of his assets he would have to sell, and he was trying to pay like a part of it now, but the judge denied the request.
You know what the
That
judge is
was
looking at? The
two
judge is
days ago, huh?
the judge is looking at what he said about Russia and the countries that don't pay their way. So he needs to stop complaining and pay his way, pay his bill,
Well,
pay what is due
I
to
don't
him.
know. I still say that man have something going on with that man. He maybe him have a little one of them little dolly business or whatever I'm doing, but he gets away with murder because right now you gonna take him off the just take him off. Why you gonna? I mean, in Illinois is very important in the primaries. So I don't know. Let's see. But it's just a
What is
lot.
gonna
It's just the
happen?
same thing.
What is
Hmm.
gonna happen is gonna be what God wanna have happened. So all we gotta do is just sit back and watch. Whatever he's doing or anybody else is doing is not up to them.
Yeah, it's not
I,
up to them, but it's gonna affect them. It's gonna affect us. I'm
it,
my problem is that I am just afraid of what that man would do if he get angry. When that man gets angry, he has no control, and at the rate that he's going, he is gonna be running against Biden. And right now, the way they're pushing him, the agenda, that he's carrying, and all of those folks behind him. Money, we're not talking about the little people them. I'm talking about the money people them that is behind him, who is pushing him and who is paying for all of these things. I mean, you know, they're pushing him and I'm afraid that he might win. And that man with that temper he have, I'm just afraid that one day he's just gonna just press it, put his damn thing on the red button and blow it all up. And I've said it before, but he is so arrogant and he's so short tempered that I don't know. I can't see him as being the president. Not again. We went through the term with him. I think that is enough. And he has shown that he really don't care about us, the black folks. I'm not even gonna say folks, the colored folks. He
there's a
don't really care.
there's a poss there's a possibility that he's not angry at a particular race of people. He's just the kind of man that is if you're white and he don't like you, he don't like you. Whatever color you are, he don't like you, he don't like you. So I think there's a lot of it's not just blacks and Mexican he spoke of badly, he spoke of whites too. So if you're not for him, he's not for you. So it's not necessarily
Well,
that
what you would
he's gonna
say, it's more like a money
I'm
thing,
trying
like clout.
well
How much clout you have and how much money you have. That's what he more gravitate towards
right.
instead
Yeah, I
of
kinda
minorities, poor people. So poor can
I
be
kinda
white,
know
black, Hispanic, any
exactly.
race.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
he more gravitate to the rich. And I
Yeah.
think so. That's true. I really do think it's true.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about poor people
Yeah.
that's middle class or low class, whatever they call them. Eh? No,
Because
there is
it's
no
remember
there is no middle. It's rich now or poor. So he's for the rich, not the poor.
yeah,
And they
remember
can't see
is
that, and the majority of people who is voting for him in those in those states, Illinois, all of those states, who are voting for him, right? They're Mexican, they're other race, and not necessarily white or black.
yeah, he has support of all colors, all races. And it's no
You see
sense
what I'm
trying to figure
saying?
out why. There's no sense trying to figure out why. Um, it is just what it is.
Mm,
It's just what it is. But
mm, mm.
Queen, remember,
Yes.
we support, many of us support
Mm-hmm.
the mass murderers and the womanizers who are in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
We have done double times, maybe triple times the wrongs that Trump has done. So who are me and you to judge him? You know, when we're still quoting
But
King
you see,
David
that's
and,
what
and
I have
Solomon
said.
and
But I don't know if you remember last week when when we talked about that, and I said that when I look at the Bible and look at these stories in the Bible, I look at them as a guide, in terms of our destiny and do's and don'ts in life, things that we should do and things we shouldn't do in life. So, really and truly, we shouldn't be gravitating towards those times. We should be trying to avoid those times. It's just the same way how they try to avoid certain disease that came about then. They try to avoid it now. Well, it's the same thing we should do with our actions and what we do and what we stand for. Because the Bible, since you bring it up, the Bible show us things that have happened in the past and the outcome of those things. And I think it was put out there for us to look at as a tool, as a learning tool, so that we don't make the same mistakes that those people made in those times, you know. And what happened is that we are so accepting of certain things, instead of changing it or speaking up on it, we are so accepting of it. And that's one of the things I appreciate about these Caucasian people. If something is not right in their neighborhood, they're going to speak on it, okay? And they're going to call whoever, whatever officials they're supposed to call to correct the situation or the problem. They're going to do that. But us as minorities, we are so accepting our so-called minorities. That's what they call us. But I don't say we are minorities, okay? We are colored people. And the thing is that we are so accepting of anything that is given to us and we don't challenge it. And I can't understand why we are so scared and our people supposed to be such strong people. I mean, it's baffling to me.
well, I can relate to what you're saying. And it's really not for me and
Mm,
you. It is not for the little man to really be out there speaking like we're speaking right now. It should be the Tyler Perrys and the Oprah Winfreys and the Diddy's and all those guys who are called millionaires and billionaires. They're the
but
ones
I
supposed
think
to be
it
out
should
there
be all
speaking.
of us, the respecter. I think it should be all of us, everybody. Each voice speaks volume, and
No,
if
but you and
each one speaks,
but you and
mm,
I can't call a press conference. They can.
well, we're
They
speaking
have they
now,
have the
so
power.
and we're bringing it out in the forefront, and I'm quite sure folks are listening. So, and I'm quite sure, folks are hearing what we're saying and reacting to it. So if we didn't put it out there, some people might not have known about all of this. And so that's our job, I guess. To put it out there so that one can learn from it and even maybe apply it to their life. So I'm gonna always be speaking on the right things, whether it's accepted or not, or acceptable or not. I'm gonna speak on what I think is right within myself and within my state God. So that's the liberty that I'm living. But everyone's to its own, like they say. You want to go on, or you want to still continue this topic?
I can move on.
We can go on to election in Jamaica. That's the big thing.
Greetings, greetings.
Yes,
Yee,
yes, yes.
yay!
Am
That's
I
it.
am I loud and clear?
Clear and loud.
Yes, you
All right,
are, my
sound good.
darling.
Sound good. Sound good. Yeah.
Yes,
Respect to always coming in with trying to bring in the Bible. Like, all I look
No,
at
no,
all you
no, no,
yes,
can
no,
say
no,
is
yes.
no, no,
right.
no, 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 no. I'm
I'm
just
not
saying,
going to entertain the
I'm
respecter with
trying.
that tonight,
I'm
you
just,
know.
I'm just trying to be fair to Trump. I try not to be unfair to him, but
But
for me, I just can't look at him the way most people want us to look at him. Sometimes I can't stand him, but sometimes I kind of understand him. You know.
like,
I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Who am
I
I? I'm
hear
not.
you.
What?
I hear you.
I
I'm
mean,
not um
we accept those mass murderers who we read about. So why not give him a chance to see if God have anything to do with his
listen.
behavior?
Sometimes you just need not to speak because I don't know what you telling people about give him
uh,
the chance and all of them things therefore. No, there's no chance to be given there. You need to go
well,
sit
Okay.
down and
it's not
our
for me
But
to
you hear
say.
what I'm saying about
people
mass murder. I don't want to be one of those that get murdered.
Mhm.
listen,
Oh.
you know what when he talking about mass murder, say early yesterday, just yesterday we was watching the purge.
Mhm.
And I said, you know what? This purge thing going this purge thing go really come about, let cause
Okay.
as I always say, if you don't go so it go near so.
It's
You
deep.
know what I mean?
I saw it. That's
Yeah,
moving.
if you don't go so it go near so. Well, hello
Like killing
everyone.
and hey,
Yeah,
lady, welcome, welcome.
yes, man. Man, good reasoning on that.
Trumpster.
Queen and
The respecter.
Queen, Queen and the respecter. Good reason on that. I just was able to hear a little bit of it of what you all were
Mhm.
reasoning on. Um, yeah. Well, I'm looking for you. I could go on and continue because I'm still looking. I just came where I needed to be, and I'm here trying to find the comment the that was made, and so that we can just let me hear your thoughts on it. Okay, here it goes. Here goes the person wrote, and we're not gonna call names. So the person wrote, "I wonder why before Peter Morgan died, you weren't all posting his pic and celebrating his greatness as a singer. Do anyone else have issue with when persons pass away or something like that and the masses post pictures, especially a person with especially a person that is in the spotlight all the time. So that's what this individual wrote, right? And some of the comments were, I don't remember posting him by himself before his passing. I love the music and he's a part of what I love, RIP. Then some persons also, I'm going to jump over some. One another one said, "This is not the time. Why is it we love to do things like this? Sometimes you might miss a statement that someone posts. And everything we are going to see, maybe people just feel they should do this out of respect." So the person who made the post says, "I stand by what I said. We need to give people their flowers while they are alive." So another one said, "Personally, I believe it's because his success have been celebrated over time. Plus, he's part of a group. Now, due to his untimely passing, those who've celebrated him feel the need to show their respect." So then this person says they should have showed it when he was alive. Okay, so y'all want to hear my comment,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you all want to comment before I place my comment?
No, go ahead.
All right. So for me, it kind of nudged me when I read that because for me, I was like, you really have nothing to do with your time, and you really don't know what flowers is all about. You know, I understand if you're talking about persons who've done something for you and you've never given them that type of recognition, you know, and thank them, make them know that you really appreciated them. Like say, like for say your brothers, your aunts, your someone whom is close to you or you're personal with. I think the respecter got disconnected. Let's see if we can get him back in stage. All right, the respecter.
Yeah, man.
Okay, because you had gotten out of the queue. So I can understand when persons are speaking of, brothers, sisters, a community person, a neighbor, somebody whom they have that access to, that you possibly would make such a statement when people are ball and a carry on, and that person was right there for them all the time and they never even said thank you for anything. You know, I can see that possibly. But with the statement that was made, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I have two things that I want to speak on. This one and then something else. So I put in my comments, I posted and I said, wow. I posted and I said, wow. Then some will say why you didn't post him and you did. I need to read the statement again? Okay.
No.
It says, well, I'm gonna read it. I wonder why before Peter Morgan died, you weren't all posting his peak and celebrating his greatness as a singer. So I put wow because you had a lot of persons that was all of a sudden, I don't know if they feel like this person is a bully and they're agreeing to something that I think is nothing to agree to. So I put wow. Then some will say why you didn't post him and you loved him so much. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Shaking my head. I'm neither starstruck or a clout chaser. I know I didn't post this picture, but if I did, I have all right to do so, as I please in showing my respect how I feel. I gave him, Morgan Heritage, all his their flowers by attending his their performances when he was in my town and abroad when he performed and I was in the area. Also buying their music, listening to their music, posting and playing their music, etc. I don't feel showing flowers is posting persons' pictures because they transition. Some, if not more, generally appreciate the artistry and posted out of respect and appreciation. So I've got a like, but he hasn't responded. He responded to everyone, but he has not responded to me. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Silent treatment.
because the nerve, I feel like the nerve of this individual to say, because you are posting someone that transition that you did not give them their flowers, especially as an artist. If I had chose
Mm-hmm.
to post Peter Morgan's photograph, I have all right to do that. I did not know him personally as a friend where I could call him and say, hey, I gave you that flower by buying your music, playing your music, attending your concerts, screaming and hollering when I see you, asking you for autograph, as a radio personality, interviewed an individual because I had the pleasure of interviewing him some almost 10 years ago, the Heritage family. And I felt that that was really out of place of the person that posts that, especially that person being in the industry and knowing that you don't have that one-on-one relationship with artists. So I just wanted to say to persons that not because people don't always call you and say, hey, does not mean that they don't respect you. That does not mean that they're not giving you your flowers. And I even text him personally because I would love to know what was in his mind when he posted that. Because to me that was pure utter foolishness of what was posted about people giving people flowers, and because he passed now people posting his picture. Why not?
Remembrance, in remembrance, they're
What are
remembering him.
your opinions on that? Did I take it too far? I mean, like, what is your opinions on it? If you don't mind me asking.
Well,
Either Queen
lady,
or
well,
Perspective.
lady,
Yeah.
your words were perfect. You
Thank you.
phrase it, and explain yourself and address that gentleman. It's perfect. I looked at what he said in this way. Maybe he's targeting that to one person who may have known Peter very well, or a part of Peter in the group, the family, friends, and he probably saw a person. Maybe that person he's talking about have nothing to do with the rest of people who are commenting. Let's just say it's a possibility. But as far as an artist leaving this world and a regular person like me and you um, having a question like that or statement throw at us why we posting and saying all these things and we didn't do it while he was alive. How can we? We don't know him. We're not friends. We're not family. So there's a
And
possibility he's addressing a friend or a family member. We still don't give him the right to say that or act that way because nobody wants to be disturbed while they're already disturbed that this person is not here no more. So, like you're saying, keep it positive. Leave. You may want to say something like that, but think before you do it, before you post it, because you never know who it's going to affect.
and
So, go ahead.
no, 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 go ahead.
And the way you address it, your comment, I'm hoping when he read it, it convict him. Because he said he didn't reply to you, so maybe you convict him to a point where he's looking back at himself now and saying, "Wow, maybe I shouldn't have." So, great job.
And I would say that everyone has a right to post, uh, you know, what they want to post, but to say that because you didn't give um you didn't give a one flowers because you didn't post that pic before. And if you're being direct and you're being direct to one individual, then be man enough to address it to that person.
Right.
I don't think the generalization with X amount of persons on your platform, um, was because I see lots of persons, even a sister that I know very well. She even put there for she said, just stop the foolishness. What is that? She said, stop that. And then he respond, what have I said that's wrong? And the sister says again, just stop. you know and then another sister said, not a wrong or right, it's the negativity during the grief of family, friends, and fans. Jeez.
Right, right,
So then
exactly.
he comes back and says, what's negative about my post? Now he's answering everybody and bypassing mine.
It's a
you know
reason.
and I'm hope and I would love for him to answer mine, because of the fact that I have more to say to him in regards to that statement.
You convict him.
you know so Yeah. So, Queen, you want to address it?
Well, like I said, I mean, it is what it is, That's him. That's
That's him.
him.
Okay. Now,
That's him,
another,
and you're right to address it where you did, and you did it diplomatically, and it's up to him to respond or not to respond. You
I
made
just
your
didn't
case,
like the
so
fact of you leading on more persons to gravitate to such a BS
because he couldn't answer you right, he didn't know what to say to you.
thought.
He got her. Yeah,
Such a
he
BS
couldn't say
thought.
nothing to you, so mm.
So then they come with
He
most
couldn't
people
come with a.
celebrate. Then they start to come with most people celebrate death, not life. So damn sad. I mean, like, what is you immediately you start to make people think in this negative, derogatory way about persons because they're posting a person picture. They you know what I mean? Well, maybe I'm just going. So I guess
So
I need
so
to keep that. I guess I needed to keep that for let's gripe. But let's
so,
because that was a gripe for me.
so
And
lady.
that was yesterday, but this was today and I saw it today. Yeah, go ahead, the respecter.
So in bed I hope so when film time come, we comment them. It's not gonna be.
It's gonna be good comments,
Yeah,
good
but
comments, and
anyway,
good pictures shown of him. Yeah,
oh boy.
yeah,
All right.
something.
I won't even go into my next one. Because that's another that's for Let's Gripe show. When I have a big old gripe. When I because these are some gripes of mine. I'm in a gripish mood and I'm not normally in a gripish mood, but persons have lead me into this gripish mood. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, election. We're gonna talk about election.
Mm.
Are we gonna hit Bob Marley a little bit? Because that's another gripish mood for me too. That is another that puts me in another boy. I think I need to come off of the show and make you a expect to do the show tonight here.
No
Because
man, go on, go
I'm
on, go
in
on.
quite a gripish.
Go
I'm in
on
quite
with
a
that one
gripe.
leg. Go on with that gripe, and
You
let me
know.
tell you, me speak to
All
you
right,
about that gripe. You go ahead
two
with it.
gripes. My other gripe, one of my
Go
other
on.
gripes was that I said I wasn't going to touch. No, no, I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to go to
Make
the
up your
Bob Marley.
mind.
No, I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to the Bob Marley. I'm going to go to the Bob Marley. I'm not in the studio. I'm not in the studio. I'm gonna have to go into the studio, guys, because when the calls come in, and I have to be there too. So hold on, I gotta go.
Yes, so Queen. Call back in about 5 minutes. Queenie. Queenie. Queen. Uh Silence.
I had to come into the studio so that I can answer these calls. Although I didn't want to be in the studio because of all of the
You
um.
can't move fast, man.
Yeah, I had to run. I was running. You should have saw me run now. So
Seem like
yeah,
we lost Queen.
to fly down here so that I can address so that I can answer these calls because
Call a call back.
yeah, caller you can call back. So yeah, but I didn't want to be like a gripester. But
It seems
yeah,
like
I was in a quite gripish. It made me quite gripish, My my other gripe, and I left my paper. I left my paper. So I'm back in this mess here. So
Freestyle, freestyle.
I'm just freestyling it. So um Dan, call back. I just noticed who it was. All right. Yeah. So my next gripe with and this is supposed to be, I gotta tell Tonya that these needed to be in Let's Gripe. Because the Bob Marley situation, I did not have the opportunity as yet to go and to see the movie. So I don't know what the movie in details and stuff like that. Okay. So I'm just speaking in regards to that. I'm just speaking on just I can't answer that right now. Um yeah. I'm just speaking on the wife and stuff like that situation. Okay. Greetings. Greetings,
Greetings,
Dan.
Lady D.
How you
Yeah,
doing?
greetings. I'm good enough.
Yes,
Lying here in my bed, listening to you guys.
that's a
Getting
good thing.
old, man.
No, you're just
But listen,
relaxing. Yeah.
yeah, about the movie, myself and my wife, she insisted that she wanted to go see the movie. So when you see the movie 2 nights ago, Tuesday night,
Yes.
um, cause I didn't plan to go see it because based upon the reviews that I've various reviews I've read, I really didn't plan to go see it. I was waiting until it came on stream, then I would stream it.
Okay.
But I went to the movie theater, which I haven't been to the movie theater in like 20 years. But I went to the movie theater to go see it. What I came away with is that basically Ziggy was trying to make it a point of this relationship between his mom and his dad.
Mhm.
That's what I got from the movie. Like almost like a love thing between Rita and Bob.
Okay.
It didn't portray much of the revolutionary side of Bob. It was about his womanizing, and at one point where he and and Rita had a huge argument and about all these women, and then he accused her saying, "Do you think I don't know that you have a man in Jamaica too?" You know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But the movie, no, it didn't do anything for me. The only one thing, the selection, the Bob Marley selection that they played through the entire movie, I really enjoyed them.
Okay.
You know, yeah. But the movie wasn't saying, in my opinion, it wasn't being true. It was too much of a fantasy, or wannabe fantasy. Just he was trying to make it, trying to portray how nice it was between his parents at one time, and then he branched out to say, even though they had a disagreement, and it was because of Bob and women why they had a disagreement. But but in spite of all of that, she was always in his corner.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. Okay. So
and
that's basically
the
what it
movie
was
is 1 hour
about.
and 47 minutes long. It's not a long movie. A
Okay.
1 hour and 47 minutes.
And just depicting Bob
And
relationships.
it kept jumping from one story to the next. Like for example, it would jump to last year and jump back to this year and jump back to five years ago. It wasn't chronicled by as you know, as we all know, the lifestyle of Bob.
Yeah.
It kept jumping from here to there and back here, and and it was only based from 1976 to 1978. That's where this biopic was, or it was based from. Only
Exodus.
um, yeah, from
But
1976 to
they said
1978.
it was basically about his relationship with Rita.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what Dan said.
They said it
Mhm.
was basically about his relationship with Rita. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
like Ziggy was trying to redeem his mother.
yeah.
Yeah,
which shouldn't have been
Mhm.
necessary.
Yeah,
She is
that's
the
what I heard.
empress of she is her empress in her own right, and that's where um I I had a little gripe on that as well because most I haven't had the privilege of seeing the movie as yet, but I do intend to go see it, and but the playing that they're doing through social media and even with Cindy and with Rita, I think that is just it's such foolishness. And even the movie itself, what Ziggy's doing to try to say redeem his mom. There shouldn't need to be no redeem. If you're
Mm.
gonna tell the story of Bob, tell the story of Bob. You know, it shouldn't have to or say it's the story of Bob and Rita. You know what I mean? But for a lot of persons are going there looking to see the story of Bob, not this love story between Bob and Rita that kind of
Mm.
sort of existed, but didn't you know that existed, not kind of sort of that existed. But then you have to understand as well with because there was someone else on one of these social media that I got a little perturbed with as well because that person is saying, "Oh, Sydney need to go sit down and Sydney need to." She's the one who Bob made a song about, so therefore there was a love there, and this is how many years ago. You can't take
But
away.
but
Go ahead, but what?
excuse me.
But what? Go ahead.
But not just that. Bob liked it all different type of women. He didn't just like one race. He liked it women of all types. You know what I mean? Chinese,
I'm not even
black,
talking about
white,
the type of women
and
he likes.
he had relations with them too.
I'm not even speaking. I'm reasoning even
So
on the type of relationship the type of women that he like, or if he had a bag load of women. You know, in a lot of ways with what's going on with Rita and the movie and Cindy. You know, a lot of persons are bashing Cindy because she had came out during, I guess, Bob's birthday and expressed, her genuine love and her relationship with him. They had a relationship. So
mm,
persons depend, oh, side chicken, this chicken, that chicken, she forgot sit down. Why? This man has been dead for how many years? And if she chooses to express her love, he loved her. Because I didn't hear a song about Rita. I heard a song about Cindy. So, and that he had Rita to sing. So, I mean, like, don't discredit the woman, you know.
Well,
Don't,
can I say something in the movie, right?
yeah,
When they like I said they played because I wrote down every one of the tracks on my phone, every one of the tracks that they played in the background,
yeah.
and when they came around to No Woman No Cry, and the band was playing No Woman No Cry with the actor playing Bob. Bob came from behind his mic and came to where the eye trees were and put his arm around Rita and while they were singing No Woman No Cry. I, I don't know if it happened in real life. Uh, Ziggy just wanted to do that, but Bob walked away from his lead mic, came over to where the ITs were singing on their mic, and come right there and Rita and put his arms around her
Yes,
and singing No Woman No Cry.
yes,
So I don't know what that means. Why, but it was obvious that Ziggy was trying to send him, say something there. I don't know what it is, but
yes.
it came out at me when I saw that. I said, "Wow!" He walked away from his mic, came right round to
but
where
that
the
wasn't in the original. That wasn't in the original videos that when that song came out.
okay, okay.
No, that
Did
might have
you
been a
see him
concert. That might have been
hugging
a
her? I
concert.
didn't see him hugging her.
What Dan is talking about, it could have been a concert somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Mhm.
And according to what Don and Lady D just said, hopefully everyone who here will have a different outlook on it because the negativity, it doesn't make any sense. And ignorant people gonna always be ignorant. Uneducated people gonna always be that way. Because it don't take much to understand that yes, Ziggy is getting the rights for writing this movie, putting it together. But my belief is he couldn't have done it without his mother. I think his mother had a lot to say into this movie, and he had plenty of time to jot down what his mom was telling him, on top of what he already grew up with. So it's not just Ziggy alone who's behind the movie being what it is. Designing it for his mother. His mother played a big role in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
showed it
also the other producers and directors.
when after he got shot and he went to London for 2 years and was doing some European tours. In the movies, you saw a female with coming out of the room, but you couldn't see her face, and she had the flowing hair, the long flowing hair, just like us, and she's almost white like us, Cindy, but they
Yeah.
didn't show her face. And then after she stepped out of the room, who was standing there looking at her coming out of the room was Rita,
Yeah.
standing there looking at her coming out of the room because Bob didn't expect Rita to be there because Rita was supposed to be here in Delaware at her mom at his mother house with the kids.
Mhm.
But she flew into London and didn't tell him she was coming. And then you see
Mm.
when she came up the stairs, and just as she coming up the stairs, this lady was walking out of the room where Bob was. Bob was sitting in a room with his acoustic guitar and working on some chords. And you see when the lady, the person, the woman walked out of the room, but you don't see her face. And I think that was deliberate, and that is Cindy, because
Yeah.
if you know
Definitely.
the old story, when he was in London for that 2 years, he was staying with Cindy in
Exactly.
London,
Exactly.
Mhm.
So, like,
and then he looked up. He
Mhm.
looked up and he said, "Ah, um, um, Rita, you scare me, man. How long you been standing there?" And uh, she said, I just came up the stairs. But it's not true because she was standing there and a little bit after this woman came out of the room.
right.
But
So,
they didn't show
Yeah,
her.
in
no,
They
that
I'm telling you.
did
that
not show it in the face.
maybe maybe in that segment there, what they were trying to say, oh yeah, she's the one that was the home wrecker for for Bob and Rita. Donna says Bob's death was a movie. Yeah.
It's gonna take more than an hour and 47 minutes. It needs to be a series.
I agree. That I agree with.
It
I
needs to
think
be a
that it needs
Mhm.
to
series.
be a series. It needed to
Yeah,
Yeah,
be more to
yeah.
it than just that. And if you're going to tell a biop about someone, you need to give the whole story. You know,
yeah,
you can't just pick and choose. And like you said, Don, I feel like, yeah, maybe Ziggy was looking some type of redemption for his mom within the movie. If he is the one that wrote the movie
the script.
himself, the script
Yeah,
itself, then
yeah,
yeah, maybe he
It
was
was a joint effort. It was a joint effort. From what I heard of, it was a joint effort between the producers, the directors, the writers, all of them came together and wrote that. The family.
But I applaud his mom because according to the stories over the years, she proved to be understanding of Bob, and nothing in history showed that she would ever shamed him in public or private.
no, no. Publicly, she didn't do anything to shame him publicly, even though he had all of these women, and she didn't do
Right.
anything. That's true. That's true. Yeah, man.
But
I
even though other things been coming out where them talking about even two of those last children she had is not for Bob. So you don't even
yeah,
know what to believe. You know?
There was a child that was born. There was a child that was born to Rita after all of those kids that nobody knows much about that child.
Yeah,
That
I
last
think
child.
they said two.
That's about.
I think they said the last two of them that she had.
Yeah.
They said they weren't Bob's children.
And that's why I said
And
in the movie when she was accusing Bob of running around with all of these women. Bob said, "Do you think
Okay.
I don't know you have a man in Jamaica? You think I don't know?"
Mm. Okay.
Oh, they
Yeah.
have the movie as well.
hey Don,
Yeah.
I want you to surprise your wife one day and take her to the movie.
They
I
went
went
to
to
the
the movie on
movie
Tuesday night.
already.
I know because of her. No, I'm saying
Yeah.
just surprise her one day. So let's go.
Respect that. Respect that. Let me tell you something. He's a man
you see,
with a movie theater with gun on them. Crazy
you see,
people at the movie theater, you know.
you see, at 20 years, you're not going to move it. So may I say, surprise the woman.
And I got a movie. And I got a movie theater. So I rather stay in the house and stream whatever I want. If it from the TV. Too many crazy people are going moving, man. Yeah,
Let me tell you last time I got movie. When I got movie, I order one of them, they call it nachos. And when me hear $17, I couldn't bother turn it back. Too much people around. And I couldn't eat no like
right.
17,
$17 for a nacho.
17,
And then it's full of salt.
yo, $17.
Here in Connecticut,
$17 is not even the problem. The problem is you go there and anything can happen nowadays. America is in conflict with so many people that anything can happen. Them you see them public places? I've been avoiding them lately.
yeah, me too. I avoid movie theater and I try not to go to the mall very often.
Yes, certain places, yes, often, yes. Yes, you gotta
Lady
try
D,
and avoid it because there's a lot going on out there in the
Lady D,
Middle East and
Lady.
Honestly.
Yes, I'm here.
We,
Yes,
we,
I'm
li-
here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
we're listening to two cowards.
I don't know it because I don't know it because I'm not going either, and I don't like the mass crowd either. So I don't know about it. Gosh. That,
Um, can I, panel, can I change the subject? Which there's something I want to talk
okay.
about the
Let me say
election,
these two
about the
comments.
election, the election.
Yes. Let me say these two comments and then you dive right into it. Um, Donna says he's probably still alive. He never died. And then she also says somebody hired the mafia to make a movie about him dying. Alrighty. Go ahead. Go ahead, Don. Go
Um,
ahead.
yeah. I talked to somebody in Jamaica tonight, and a friend of mine, one of my childhood friends, we grew up together. He said they still haven't given the final count yet. Sometime tonight, they said the final count.
Yes.
Anyway, there's two disturbing occurrences that took place down there with two different politicians. One in the JLP and one. I don't know if you guys heard about them.
Warmington?
Yes, he's what? He's a JLP. He's JLP, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Andrew took away his ministry from him because of what he said. I don't know if you guys heard what he said. I knew of
Yes.
what he said.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was reading the Jamaican paper this
Wait,
afternoon.
you talk Cliff Hughes, not Cliff Hughes.
No, no, no. The Warmington when he was talking about it
Fee money.
yeah, about
Yeah,
money
his
and
money,
not
and he's not
sharing,
gonna
yeah.
help the PNP councillor with no money
With
to do
no
anything.
money. Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce and the PNP part and a lot of other civic organization came out and condemned him and almost call him up and take away the ministry from him.
Good. About time.
Mhm.
It's a but
Yeah,
that is about time because he have said and done so many disrespect
Stupidness.
He's a
greatness.
troublemaker,
Mhm.
lady.
Yes,
He's been a troublemaker
yeah.
for
Mhm.
years.
And if oldness expect to win the 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 the, the primary election, then he has to shake up. He have to shake up
Yeah.
his his MPs. He has to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he has to do
And
some type of shake up.
and then as soon as he said that, the other one on the PNP side said support scamming. He supports scamming because as slavery they took everything from us in slavery. So what if we scam them?
I joke him there, joke, man. He never serious.
Well, well,
That's
well,
you can't be joking like that. You
no.
you can't be an
The, the,
MP. You can't be a man in that type of position and make such a lawless
or you support
comment as
scamming.
that. That's just foolishness.
Yeah. So the PNP leader um took him out of the threw him out of the party.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
no
that's
he's,
what he
he's
needed
no
to
he no
do.
longer represent PNP.
That's what he needed to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How are you gonna be glorifying scamming? And that is right now the downfall of what one of the biggest downfall that's going on in Jamaica.
As a
Now,
politician.
as a politician, right now, St. Anne's is on curfew. St. Anne's,
Mm-hmm.
all the way from Priory go up to Ochi, it's under curfew.
Mhm.
Okay, because the scamming situation that is going on, I'm trying to get persons to go down there to deal with some land issues that I need for them to address, and they're under curfew. So they're saying they're not even going in that area because and I don't live in that area. You have to pass that area to go where I am. And but by the time they finish doing whatever they have to do and what they need to do, they can't do it with it being a curfew. And the individuals have made me know that it's based off of scamming.
Mhm.
Guys are scamming, and this one is jealous of this one, and they're all friends. And now friends are shooting and killing one another over this same scamming. So how can you make such a lawless statement like that? You need to step down because you are one of the problem. You need to step.
Yeah.
So I applaud Mark, and I do applaud Andrew. He took too long because when the Warmington was disrespectful to the PNP MP once before, he should have disciplined him then as well. And there's other things that he had done, Warmington has done as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I applaud the two of them, but Andrew took too long. And I know he did it now because he see the results of what has taken place with this local election.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I say this one thing
But
about the scamming?
mm-hmm.
How do you listen to me trying to scam you and you hear it in the background? I mean, come on. I mean, I tell you, say, me I'll give you $1 million, but you have to sell me two. People can't be that dumb, man.
Wow.
They- But I even I heard one of the tape. I was listening to one a scamming tape with this older woman, and this man was saying, "What I want with your $500, and I tell you I have millions of dollars." So I'm listening to it, and I'm like, why are these people even entertaining these scammers? She wants to, and she look like she want to send the money to him. And I'm like, come on, can't I know we're not that hungry for money that we're gonna give away our money. I mean, ridiculous, ridiculous, totally ridiculous, totally ridiculous.
What the scamming has gotten so sophisticated now that It's not even a telephone call again. No, they find out ways how to get into get online and get your password and all them kind of stuff and get into your account. You know, that stuff like that is happening because they get people to give up information. They get people to give up information over the phone, and they use it to get into their personal into their account, you know, whether it's a bank account or whatever, and they take it from there. So it's not only just a straight phone call anymore. They're using the computer and having ways to get into your account.
The first time I recognized that, Don, I was doing something with the iris and coming to the last page. I saw they asking for my credit card number information. And
Yeah,
I said, no. I said, this don't look right. And I always keep a cash app card. And I make sure I don't have more than $5 on it at any given time.
right.
And I said, let me try this. You know, this is normal. I will me submit it. And so I'll give them it. But if I what them have on there is no, they never have on price on it. So I said, me test them out. Me get a reply back. Decline. And then me see in the upper right hand corner. $299.
Mm.
I almost got scam out of $299.
Even today, I was home today and it popped up on my phone. Um, $465 will be charged to your PayPal account. Please click onto this link.
Oh, you got it too. I did mine was 1,000.
Yeah, tell me, and I
Yeah,
just keep telling you, never click on those links. Never
yeah.
click on those links.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come tell me about four
Call,
years
call on
that
the
I will
phone.
start to
And
buy
then these things you block
and
them, and it's like the blocking is not working anymore because by the time you block them, about another 2 weeks, this is the same number pop up again
that is why they
on your
tell you
phone.
constantly every month or every 6 weeks change your password to your private accounts. Don't keep the one password for all a year, 2 years. That's not good. You're supposed to change your password like every 6 weeks. Change your
Mm-mm,
password.
mm-mm,
Yeah, yeah,
mm.
you must. You must. Oh, I just received because I don't know if you all remember, I did a bet that by will or force JLB was going to um win or get
Mhm.
the votes. So the person that owes me my money, because we bet $300, so he kindly feels that he needed to because I said, listen, send me my money quick, 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 quick. So he tells me he think I was full of integrity, but he had it wrong. So he's saying my family tell me who win and I take them to word. So hear this little voice. I'm gonna play this voice though, because I know he's listening. So I'm gonna play this voice though. Hear this though. What he gonna instead of send me my money, he's there running off his mouth.
To vote. They're telling the Laborites that, listen, you need to take care of us. When you want to set off big increases, we're suffering.
Wait a minute.
This is what happening now. I'm going to make you hear where I go on. There's a Laborite attack.
Okay.
This is what happening now. I'm going to make you hear where I go on. There's a Laborite attack. MPs, they're wanting to be paid to vote. They're telling the Laborites that, listen, you need to take care of us. When you want to set off big increases, we're suffering. Yes. And I was saying to you, I recall 2001 by-election, Northeastern Town. P.J. Patterson was Prime Minister. since 92. So by then it would have been about 9 years. And the PNP's political fortunes were waning. The GLP, Edward Seaga, had found in Shahini Robinson a very charismatic young politician, well known in that part of the island. And she was put up as a candidate against the PNP's Carol Jackson, Councillor Carol Jackson, who was a political actor to contend with. She was a councillor, as I recall it, in the Ocherius division. And Northeast Sintan, up until then, was a traditional, strong, safe seat for the PNP. And that by-election turned out to be a hell of a contest. The PNP threw just about everything at it. The GLP threw just about everything at it. And Shahini Robinson prevailed and won. It was the first time the GLP was winning any election of significance in several years, then in 2001. The general elections were looming in 2002, the following year. And this is where the history comes in now, the history lesson. You know what Patterson did, for those of you who may not be around, who may not have been around at the time? Prime Minister P.J. Patterson, PNP president. I remember him in his very quiet way, making it clear that the party had work to do in the field. And he pulled Maxine Henry Wilson and Dr. Paul Robertson, two senior members of the government at the time and the party, and essentially told them, go work full-time for the party to rebuild it in time for the 2002 general elections. And by the time those 2002 elections came around, Patterson and the PNP were able to hold on despite the growing political strength of the GLP, of the PNP. The PNP were able to hold on. The result, 36-24. Yes? 36-24. I say all of that because I think Holness has a decision to make. He has a government to run. He has political problems. What does he do? Yes. He has a party that is now under pressure politically from a rejuvenated and revitalized opposition. Can he learn a thing or two from what Patterson did then? He needs to go rebuild the base of the GLP. He needs to retrofit Belmont Road. He needs to reconnect the government in tune with the party to deliver the benefits from the strong macroeconomy to the people of Jamaica. You hear the argument, you hear it everywhere you turn. How does he do that without undermining the economic gains that we have made as a country? How does he calibrate the machinery of public servants, government, so that government works for the people? How does he reduce the pain points that people are feeling in their everyday lives? He has 15 months to do it. Can he do it? Or can the PNP sustain the momentum it is coming out of the local elections with now? I think we're in for a very long, it's going to be a long sprint. It's not over by any stretch of the imagination, because a week in politics is a long time. But brace yourself. Immediately, what does he do with Everett Warmington? Will he fire Warmington, or will Warmington resign? Let's see.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just listening to what he sent me the first time with you all. So I didn't know what was on it. So he says
Yeah.
I rest my case. Now, not more I said to you. You hear that? He's a labor right commentator that I talk. Hi there. And I'm tell you. So take your family
Sound
words.
like one, don't you?
listen, sir. No matter what you want to say, you owe me $300. Just send the money, quick, 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 quick. That's all you have to do. Just send me my money, quick, quick, quick. All
You
right.
know, you can,
Yes, go ahead, Dion.
you
So
know,
I
I
think
can
he's
ask
saying
him.
that a labor rights
Hmm?
commentator is saying that he has to get rid of Wilmington, which he did. Because I'm just hearing this. I saw that it was sent at 8:27. So I'm just hearing this voice note that was sent to me. All right. And no, I was not voting for either or. I just let them know that by will or force, the JLP was going to stay. Was they were going to call say that they won. Right, go ahead, the respect. I'm sorry, I heard you saying something.
Yeah, I was listening, but it seemed like that brother there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it sound like him stay up on the toilet because I feel flushing in my ear. In my diarrhea or something.
Your ears, oh, your ears clean like that. I shit
Uh,
in my
I
ears.
feel me know it was a car passing by, but it sound like toilet a flush, you know?
So,
Ah,
so Lady
gosh.
D,
Yes.
Lady D, are you saying that? Because I don't know. Are you saying that the official result is the final result is that JLP kept most of the seats?
No,
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 that's
no,
not what I'm
no.
saying. I'm going off of what is being
I
portrayed in
can't
the
understand it
group.
because let me tell you something.
It's
Yesterday, I was listening to the board of what you call it, and on there they said PMP at 43 and JLP at 44, but there were three parish that was not counted. This afternoon, I'm watching it again, the election board, and when I was watching it, it says that PMP won Kingston and St. Andrew. That was one of them, or the two of them there. So still, if so, then they're tied now.
right because the last I saw it was 14-14, something like that.
They're
Right.
tied up now. That means they're tied up now. Yes.
But the EOJ, they need to explain what is going on, because some type of I feel that some type of robbing is going on somewhere.
Of course.
Somewhere there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Some type of robbing is going on there. But I'm just talking about with this individual, I'm just talking about my money. Just give me my money. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck.
Because when they made the announcement,
But
they
listen
made,
how them do it.
when
Them say
they
it's
made the
7-7 tie in the principalities. That's how they put it. 7-7 tie in the principalities.
well, when they announced first that the PNP won, I got a big broad text to send them money. Come now, so I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the money, because 'cause I'm just telling them send the uh, based off of the outlets, it is being said that the JLP, they're still saying JLP, then some is saying it's undecided, some is saying they don't understand. So we don't understand what is going on. We really don't know who wins.
Well, them need to just believe we. What we say, wholeness is gonna remain wholeness.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Because he has anyway, he still has 15 months to get himself together. So
I don't know.
the big hoorah is in 15 months. Sees whom is going to remain the prime minister, whom is going to be the prime minister of Jamaica. So we'll figure that out in 15 months. Because remember, this is just the local elections for
Mm-hmm.
MPs in whatever constituency. So but the real hoopla is going to be um you know when the election come. But right now it's just like the Democrats and the Republicans, they're taking these primary votes to see whom um is going to be in the Senate, whom is going to be in the House, if the House is going to lead the Senate. So that's something like this. Is what
But with
happening.
this happening, with this happening now, right? Oh lordy, huh? I lost my train of thought for that quick. Uh, so,
It's a sad thing. It's sad that they have to rob local elections. So what's going to happen for the primaries? So we wonder.
yeah, yeah.
It's
What I
sad
was
that
gonna say.
it's sad that it's so many days and we still don't know whom is the leading party. If it's the PNP
Right.
or the
Right.
JLP or is the leading party. But
I mean, today's Thursday. An
mhm,
election was run on Monday,
on
and today's
Monday,
Thursday,
yeah.
and they can't give you
Mm-hmm.
a local election, and they can't give you the final count yet.
Mm-mm.
It's a reason.
That's what they're saying. Uh-huh.
It's a reason.
Because they're recounting. There is some ballot that they have to recount. Because what happened is also there was some area that they were closed and they supposed to have been open. Some polling places that were closed when they supposed to have been open. So it's a lot of stuff that was going on.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Let's see, let's see. But I know they're replacing. There's some judge they're replacing. What does this? I don't really understand this. Once these people, because it's people that was elected, where these people go? Do they go to parliament? Where do they go? These people that was
They represent
elected.
their
I know the
district.
constituency, right? The district.
Yeah,
Okay.
they represent their district. Like for example, in St. Catherine, the person who represent my area is totally different from the person who represent over Portmore, the
Right,
person
because I know Crawford.
and
Yeah, Crawford is.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
councillors. They call them councillors,
Right, right.
yeah.
local government. The
But
council.
but but would this influence Parliament a lot? Would it influence Parliament
Oh
and
yes.
the government? Because
Yes,
what I'm
Yeah,
saying is that it
yes.
seems like there's more PMP in power than there was before.
of course.
So,
Of course, because
so
it's just
this
like
should.
the House. When you have Democrats and Republicans in the House, is the majority.
Hmm.
If they're voting on a certain referendum or something, and there's more PNP to JLP, the vote is there. So yes, it definitely impact.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right, 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 right.
Andrew,
Well,
Andrew,
let's see if this will bring about some changes, whether they win now or not. Just the influence and what is going on. Hopefully, it will bring some changes in a positive light.
I read somewhere where Andrew said admitted that the PNP
Mm,
did make inroads,
Yeah.
and he admitted that his party has to do better. I read that He said, for example, we have to do better with roads. We have to do better with water. We have to do better with crime. He said all of that. And I read his statement.
Yeah,
And he admitted that the PNP made an improvement in numbers.
yeah, yeah. He knows. He definitely knows.
Saying it and doing it is two different things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He
definitely.
knew this
But like
not just now. Long time he knew this. He knew this a long time ago and didn't do nothing about it.
But
right.
it, yeah, but when you think about it, both parties are always fighting against each other. If the labor right needs to do something to, which is the right thing for the people, they're not gonna do it because they're gonna say it's gonna benefit and make the PNP looks good as well. So it's like nobody's really considering the people. It's a struggle of leadership, being in power, in control. So whoever wins, nothing gonna change but the weather.
Mm,
That
mm.
right there. That right there. Donna says, I had didn't get to read this one, but Donna had said electrical science is the main element in scamming. That's when I guess that comment was there when we first was talking about the scamming situation.
Well, at least let me tell you something. I saw some rally. I was watching some rally the past week when I said, my God, it looked like the people have really awake up. Like they're listening. They've been really listening undercover. So all of a sudden it's like them explode. Me see some orange. Me see orange. When me look for miles, me see orange. Me say, my God.
That
It's,
just
it,
that that,
it's
that is just that is just an a testament to Andrew that people are hurting and people are tired.
Yes,
He,
yes, that's
like,
what
like
yeah, a lot of them was
the
saying.
like the
Yeah,
GLB commentator said, he has a 15-month stretch there, and he has things that
yeah.
need to be done. He has cabinets that need to be cleaned up. He have things that need to be transparent, and he
Mhm.
has to make up his mind what he's going to do, and he has to
Yeah.
do it fast. So firing or letting go Warmington is the first step. So he has a lot more things to do to clean up that
Mhm.
party in order to win the primary elections. So I guess we'll sit and wait and watch on.
Yeah, that man is too arrogant. He really gotta go.
Yeah.
According to the Constitution, the election have to be run no later than September of next year. No
Yes.
later. The Constitution says that.
Yeah.
No later than September of next year.
Yeah. So we will sit and see what happens within a year time. September of 2025. What, we gotta wait to September 2025? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
I mean, he can call it before, you know. He can call it before, but the Constitution says it's no later than September.
Right. Right. And right now, with the way this one went right here, he's gonna ride it all the way out
Yeah. Yeah.
because he has a lot of work to do. He has a lot of
Mhm.
work to do, so he's gonna ride that one out. I'm
Mhm.
telling you. So
Well, they said
he
since
was there.
2011 is the first time the PNP party won so many um so many parishes.
Yeah, and that is
Yeah.
that is the once again the testament that you know people are tired and there's no other way for
Yeah.
them to go. They don't have another party really that they can vote for to take over because the what they call themselves the I didn't even see one person for them anyway. That the blue shirt folks. I don't didn't see one person for them. So yeah,
With the Socialist Party,
the who?
hey, You see them have a,
Uh,
which one of
In
the socialist party?
well, the independent.
no,
Mm-hmm.
the other one there.
The independent one. What they call them?
That other
I
party.
heard somebody.
I forget it. The one
In
with.
America,
I
in
forgot what
American
it
term,
is.
independent.
Mm.
Them have a name to go to Jamaica. Forgot what they call them. But
No,
anyway,
the other party that was formed, and they.
Oh, no,
yeah.
I didn't.
And
Yes, they call the confused ones.
Confused one. That's what you call them, the confused one.
And can't make up their mind.
the respect, I always say some crazy things sometimes.
No,
Some crazy things, I'm telling you.
them can't make up their
But
mind.
it
Them
sounds
stand
kind of
alone.
right, Spectre. They confused.
They, they stand alone.
Listen, we Queen, you have another topic because I was gonna say if not, then we can end a little early because I'm in this construction zone here where I'm inhaling all of these fumes and everything, and I had to come back to the construction zone because I heard the phone ringing and I had to answer the phone. So I said, you know, Lord have
Well,
mercy.
we can end it early.
Did you have
We
something
can.
else? The respecter, you had
I
a
wanna I wanna say something to my brother Dan.
yeah,
Dan, you listen.
Dan
Yeah,
up here, you know mine. Go on.
No, on a serious note. You've been in the music business it's about 30 years, right?
yeah.
All right. You ever think about say, all right, we're gonna do something just for me. I'm not gonna wait till that time come whenever that time will come. I'm gonna invite people who me knows have the mindset that you have and just let it be about some positive vibe you have for yourself as you taking with you whenever that time come 40, 50, 60 years from now. So you know say, all right, I did this for me. I proved myself in the 30 plus years. I've been here, there, anywhere, and I want people to know that, which is what we're supposed to do. Supposed to highlight yourself. You ever think about doing that at any given time? Something special just for you musically?
No, never really did. But I just play music because I love it. I really never really do it for no self gratification. I just play music and because I love it. And unfortunately, I I, I since 2004, I have very rarely done any free shows, which I would love to do, but I really don't do much free show. And the reason for that is because all of my band members, because it's not a band per se, it's done by the artist with backing with a backing band with musicians behind it. They have nothing to do with the business part of this thing. You know, they 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 the discussion. They know before and how much that particular show is gonna be paying them, and that's how we do it. So my the business part it is run by me and my team. The musicians, because musicians are so hard to stay in one band forever and ever because there's always a recycle of musicians coming and going. And so I decided that, you know what, I don't really want to get myself involved in a band. Because I did it for 6.5 years where we were a band, one for all and all for one. And I did an interview with New York Times some years ago when Sizzler was here. And New York Times was so impressed with my vocals and my material, and they wanted to talk to me, give me an interview. And my band members didn't like that. So they thought that the journalist should have sat down with the entire band and conduct the interview. And he didn't want to do it. He just wanted us to talk to me. So those are the type of things that when you have a band, jealousy, ego, and all those things come into play. So
Yeah.
2004, I've been doing this on a business level. If I call you as a guitarist or a drummer or a bass player, you expect me to pay you. I pay you to do the to rehearse and do the show, and you get paid. You don't ask me how much you get paid. All you know you there's a figure on a price on the table. You just said yes to that price. I will do the show for that price. I said you have to come to rehearsal, come rehearse and rehearse and rehearse, and you do the show and you get paid. And I've been doing that since 2004.
That's so
So
good.
Okay.
that's how I do it. I really. It's not a band. I don't have a band. I have hired musicians.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So if I call somebody back to what you said, respected. If I were to do something like that, I have to come out of my pocket and pay these musicians.
Yes,
And that's costly.
of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Entertainment is not cheap, not from the studio, not from none of it is.
No, none of it.
I can't hear Lady you're low. I can't hear her.
No, I said entertainment is not cheap. It's a
No,
very costly thing, and yeah, you have to pay your way, yeah, and you pay big money, yeah. It's not a
when I first started years ago, when there was a lot of Jamaicans or West Indian musicians, we used to play for fun, and it wasn't about the money. But a lot of them have given up the game, migrated or moved on to other states, or just stopped playing. Most of them will tell the man, Dan, man, I don't play anymore because I work second shift. I have my mortgage to pay. I can't be putting too much time in the music these days. I got my kids in college. I'm doing two jobs, stuff like that. So musicians up here in the Northeast is reggae musicians that can play the authentic reggae. It's
yeah.
very hard to come by. Very, very hard.
And
And so because of that, yeah, go ahead.
no, 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 go ahead.
And so because of that, for example, my keyboard player, he plays with a number of different bands. Not only me, he plays with other bands too. Because keyboard players up here is very hard to get. You know.
Yeah, I had a lot of persons that came on the station themselves and asked if they can have programming, and I said sure, go ahead, but when I do the programming, I take out of my time to come down here and sit into the studio and pull them up and sit and manned and answer calls and everything without getting any funds. So when it came back to me, so how we gonna make money from it? I said, well, you might have to go look your own sponsorship, uh, you know, to bring in money. So they thought I was going to pay them to have a show on the station.
No,
I don't. I'm
no.
I'm right now fitting. I'm fitting
But-
my own bills. I'm paying my own thing. That's why I do have to big up all the time. Let's Gripe, because they've been doing it and they do their programming. And we're not big on YouTube. That's why we also push persons to please go and to subscribe, because hopefully if we can reach a certain amount of subscribers, then possibly we can try to get some type of monetary. But everything that's running with this station is totally out of my pocket. I don't charge artists to come on and
The views and stuff.
the views or anything, and I
Yeah.
don't charge anyone if they have a program. Because once again, like Don said, it's the love. I love it. And I love giving information and receiving information
Helping people.
and helping people to their dreams, because like Tony always says, this is was always one of my dreams, and I can never get on a station to do a show. And I said, well, the platform is here. So, I don't mind coming down and, going to the studio at 7 o'clock and, man in the studio for a little bit, but sometime you may have to come in and man yourself, especially when I have things to do, So I mean, she's been doing it now. They have been doing it now for 3 years, and send big shouts to them. I thank the respecter. I thank Queen for being here each and every Thursday, because they don't get paid for this. It's just something that we do each and every Thursday. We come on and we reason, So I understand what you're saying, Don, when you say, some persons expect to get paid because they look at their time, which, yeah, time is money,
Yeah, yeah,
so, but I do it basically for the love of what I'm doing, you know.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully one day we can get some type of monetary gain, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And that's it. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
been fortunate to get paid gigs because after you've been doing it for a number of years, venues tend to know you and your word spread around and your name in your immediate area, like the venues them around in New England area. There.
Yeah,
So I get paying shows. I do colleges.
yeah,
I do summer concerts in parks
yeah,
in different towns. I so it's been good. But like I said, there are times when I would like to play at certain places, but they don't have any money to pay, and I would really love to do it, but I can't because I there's no money to pay the musicians.
yes, yes,
Um,
yeah. That's it right there. Yeah. Uh, Tata, I was just talking about you, Tonya. Good evening, the powerhouse. Tonya is just so she
So
says good evening, and that's let's gripe. I was just speaking on you and letting persons know we don't get paid for what we do. We do it for the love, and that's one of the programmings that has never came to me and said, Lady D, how we gonna make money? They do it for the
yeah.
love. And hopefully one day we will be able to get some type of monetary gain by YouTube or any of those social medias if our numbers, our viewership, and all of those can come about. So yeah. So for persons whom are listening, we ask you please go over to the YouTube channel, Facebook, like, subscribe, get notified, tell your friends, your families, because I think that I know that we give very good programming each and every week, and that's something
Yes,
Yeah.
I
we
don't, nec-
Yeah.
do.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I don't necessarily stress it that, hey, go, we looking, but yeah, sometime I do drop in there. Can you go over to the YouTube channel and the Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, any of the social outlets, and tell your friends and tell your family members and tell your
Mhm.
colleagues. If they don't even want to listen, just tell them subscribe, because it goes by a certain amount of subscribers in order for us to get monetized. So and we don't push it often because we don't want anyone feeling like we're pushing anything on them, but I think that we give it when we're on, we give it our all. Whether it's Let's Gripe, whether it's Reasoning Thursday, whether it's the Lady D show, we give you all our all. So we're just asking for support, you know. And Tonya says, not for the like, we do it for the love. Exactly, my sister. Blessings.
Mhm.
And she said, share, like, and subscribe. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that is how eventually one day we can be get some type of monetization from it. So yeah, yeah, it's been a ride, but we love it, and that's why we do it.
So we're gonna do a that powerhouse radio fun day this summer.
Yeah, one day we need to do that. One day we may need to do that and see,
We
you
can
know.
bring in, yeah, bring in Dan.
Yeah,
We have enough banya, so you
yeah.
know.
what?
Dan
Nah, man,
love
band down the man.
Fever.
Where the man? Band down the man. Band down the freedom.
Yeah.
Band down the way the man.
Yeah, man. I just know a band can do a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do some
Yeah.
shows and
I
stuff.
would, I would, I would, I would buy my ticket and come. I would
Oh
fly in on my
gosh.
own.
Oh gosh.
We
Oh,
gotta make that happen.
sad. Yeah, we will have to
No.
try doing it one day.
Yeah,
One
Queen. I
Mhm.
think Queen gonna fund it all.
Mhm.
Hey, Queen.
I'm telling you, why not? By God's grace.
yes, 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 yes. So,
Hmm.
but the times is coming where we're gonna get out the air chair because I am suffocating down here. And like I said, persons may not know I had a complete flood down here in the studio, and it's constructions going on, and the water caused mildew, and so I'm inhaling all of these stuff down here to bring to bring the programs to you all, because yeah, so I need to get out of down here
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
because with the
share.
nights I can't
Hmm.
leave the doors and stuff open like I do for the Lady D show. I'm able to open up the doors and stuff like that, windows and all that. But it's night, so don't want no one coming in on me. You know what I mean? So we love you all. We thank you all for all of your support each and every week. Don't forget, tune in each and every Wednesdays to Let's Gripe with Tonya, Marcus, and McKenna each and every Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tune in as well as you're doing now to Reasoning Thursdays each and every Thursdays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. with yours truly, Lady D, the Respecter Queen, Donna. Make sure that you check us out each and every Thursdays. And on Saturdays, be sure to join me for the Lady D show. That's 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. right here on Powerhouse Radio. We bring you your news, your interviews, your views, your joke of the day. We hadn't given any joke of the day for this week. I was to have Glenn DeCosta, veteran Glenn DeCosta, was within the band and working with Bob Marley and Jimmy and all and the whole 9 yards of them this Saturday. But I had to cancel out on him because I I think I'm just gonna do a short show this weekend. So I apologize, and I did apologize to him. So I'm going to bring him back maybe around the end of the month. I think I may pick up back with the interviews. So tune in for this month. I just want to try to see if we can get these repairs done, so that I can be down here and don't feel stuffy and all of these jazz down here. So um we will resume back our I had to cancel Twiggy. I had to cancel a couple of persons in order to just make sure that the environment is safe for me being down here. So for the month of April, we'll resume back our interviews because persons was really loving it. And so we'll resume it back in April. Some of the comments that are here is Donna says, I caught the whole Film Academy crew at my mother's funeral, the same person that did the Bob Marley movie. Them Foley. And Tonya says, Lady D is a true queen. Oh, God, I love you, my sister. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Well, we're gonna say good night. Love you all to the maximum, and thank you all once again for your support. It is most definitely, and I cannot say it enough. It is most definitely appreciated. Queen, before we leave, you want to say something?
No, just everyone just stay safe. Reach out to your family members. Uh, just to say, even just hey, how you doing? Do that more often. Life is short. Anyway, blessings. Remember, press that like button, share, tell a friend, a family member to tune in to the Reasoning Thursdays. All right, so I'll see y'all next week, God's willing. Love y'all. Peace out.
The respecter.
Yeah, just continue to love and respect each other.
All right, Don, you want to say something before we go?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for having me and give me the opportunity to be a part of the discussion. I hope to see you guys next week.
Yes.
Blessings.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And yeah,
Yes,
for the
sir.
weekend of the 23rd, we will not be here. We had a death in the family, so we're going to
Yeah.
go up north. Dan, I'm coming close to you, but I'm not coming close enough.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
okay.
So but the respecter, I guess, will take up the mantle. Right, the respecter, we'll talk
Oh
about
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh
can
yeah.
take up the mantle, all right?
All right.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
So blessings to each and every one, you know, and be
Yes,
safe.
yes.
And as Queen says, we heard some devastating news this evening as well. So
Mm-hmm.
just love upon your people. Love upon
That's it.
Yes,
That's it.
yes,
That's
upon
it.
your people.
yes,
Because
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
as
Mm.
Yeah, you really have a
Very
strong family, Lady
important.
D.
oh boy, I'm telling you, we go,
Mm.
we
Yeah, you're strong.
through
Very,
it. We through it for
very,
this year, for
yeah.
this month. This month I know of like oh my goodness, about 8 people that have passed three family. So it's something.
Yeah.
It has been a time for us. But
Mhm.
I'm trying to find the song that I'm trying to find, but it's not coming up. I changed discs, and there's a song that Don has that "Love Is the Answer" that I was trying to play, but it's not coming up because I changed my discs, and I
Yeah,
don't
it
think
says
all of
it
the
says give
songs.
someone an helping hand. Try and do
Yeah,
the very best you can. You can't go on living like this because without love we can't exist. Love is
exist.
the answer.
It is the
Mhm.
answer. It is the answer. Well, thank you for singing that for me because I'm unable to pull it up. And so I really wanted to leave out with that song because it is the answer. So for the Samuels family, you know, just sending all of our prayers over to you all.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
we definitely feel it for you all on what's going on because they say who feels it knows it. But we love you all and
One love, one
Yes.
love, one love.
wish you the
Okay,
best.
next
All
week.
right. Blessings.
Yeah,
Blessings.
one love.
Yeah.
All right.
Rukubaka baka, Mabrakambasa, Rukumbaka baka. Love is the reason why we there. So walk love, talk love, eat love, drink love. Remember you cannot buy love. Give love, share love, spread love, true love. You not clean if you resist love. Love, love, love is what we need. Love, love, in order to proceed. Love, love, love is what we need. Love,
You're in tune
love,
to the
we need
Powerhouse
to
Radio,
sow good
linking
seeds.
the world to the
No matter if you're black or white, we're equally